Hey guys, hey, welcome back. If this is your first time on the channel, I am LaShawn Will, and all those people down there in the comments are the co-stars, and we like to turn up here. So anyway, I just hope that you all had a wonderful holiday season. Happy New Year. As you can see, I'm all dressed up and ready to go, but I wanted to make sure I got this video out to you guys, okay? So yeah, I'm taking a pause for the cause. Anyway, I want to send a special hug out to all of you who have lost someone special. I understand that the holiday seasons can be very, very difficult for those of you who are missing someone. I'm missing a few someones, and so I understand how hard it can be when they're no longer with you, especially during these times. So I want to just give an extra special love and attention to those of you who really, really need it, okay? With that said, I want to wish everybody a peaceful, prosperous, and protective new year. For me, this new year is going to be the year of self-care. I'm not letting anybody or anything get in the way of me doing me, not even this channel. So today we are going to be tapping into one of the 2024 trends according to ELLE DECOR, and I just selected one from the list because it is actually something that we're going to be talking about in this video. It's actually what this video is about, and is actually high-tech lighting. And it is not only what you're going to see in this video. There's more to high-tech lighting than what you're going to see. This is just one aspect of it. According to ELLE DECOR, this is a new one, but I'm gonna be completely honest. I think that high-tech lighting has been around for a while, but if ELLE DECOR wants to make it seem as though this is a new trend, we're gonna just go with it and pretend like we didn't know. Okay. Some of the other things about high-tech lighting is basically just being able to have lighting that you can control from your phone or from Alexa or some sort of gadget that you might have. And this way you don't have to like get up and move around if you want to change the mood in your room, and that's where high-tech lighting is going. I think that it is actually getting better, so I'll give ELLE DECOR that. But I do know that this is not a new trend, because I feel like gamers have been onto this for quite some time. I've seen it a lot in their spaces. But this is now going beyond gaming, and it's actually getting a little bit more sophisticated and elegant, where you don't have to worry about bright lights all the time and, you know, the like disco party, whatever, but it's just more being able to set the mood with your lighting. With all of that in mind, before we dive into how I did what I did and how I created this beautiful space behind me, I want to just let you guys know that I'm going to be making a lot of changes going forward for 2024. One of the things that I'm trying to do is consolidate my overhead. Most of everything that I have spread out on different platforms is now going to be found on my Ko-fi account. So if you are not following me on my Ko-fi account, I think that that is something you would want to do. First of all, my pop-up shop is going to be over there. You can also support the channel over there. I'm going to be starting memberships again over there, and all of the materials that I'm going to be using in this video, there will be a link for you to have that shopping list, but you have to be over there on my Ko-fi account and be one of my members, and then you'll get a link so that you get that full shopping list of everything that I used. And remember, what I use in this video is just personal to me and my space. I'm doing this as inspiration for you, so don't feel like you have to do exactly what I do. I try to find things that, like for instance, my console was custom made here in Mexico, so I put in that list something compatible, something similar. But of course, I want you to go ahead and find what works in your space. If you're living in a tiny house, then you're gonna have to do something completely different. If you're living in a bigger house, then of course you might be able to do something on a larger scale. Again, I am doing all of this as inspiration. It is not meant for you to go ahead and say, oh, let me copy. That's not how it works. Do what works for you. The other thing about my coffee account is that you can actually direct message me there. I know some of you like to direct message me on my Instagram, but I gotta tell you, I am hardly ever on my Instagram, and sometimes I might see a message that you sent me 2 weeks later. If I happen to be there the day that you sent it, then I'll see it right away. But if you want to direct message me, you can now direct message me on my coffee account. You can put a private message. It's kind of like my own personal Instagram. For those of you who are familiar with Patreon, then you're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I understand. She's going to be doing some BTS. She's going to be giving special things. She's going to be doing da-da-da-da. There'll be some free downloads. There'll be some how-tos. Everything that I'm going to be doing in these videos, I'm now going to start putting the nuts and bolts into a video for my coffee members. You can join my coffee account. It's absolutely free. It costs you nothing to be over there. But I will be doing special things for those of you who are members on my coffee account. And I haven't set up the membership yet. You will definitely know when that goes out. But right now it's free, so please join me over there, okay? You'll get all kinds of stuff, and this is why I'm making all of these changes in 2024 to migrate everything onto one platform. It's also gonna make it a little bit easier for me to manage my day-to-day, because right now I'm spread all the way out, and it's a lot. And speaking of pop-up shop, I just want to let you guys know, if you have not ordered your LaShawn or You're Doing It Well merchandise, it was a limited edition for the 50 years of hip hop. Well, guess what? We're now in year 51, so it's going bye-bye. So if you have not gotten your Doing It or your LaShawn merchandise, you have I'll give you about 72 hours to go ahead and place your orders. You can still get them on my website. Everything is linked below. Otherwise, it's going away. So for those of you who got it, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And for those of you who didn't, so sorry for ya. Limited edition. That's what it means. All right, guys, that's my blab for now. So let's just get into the how. All right, guys, as you know, I always start out with my measuring, and I wanted to go ahead and center up the TV with the console so I could find my middle point. And then I measured how much space I had left on each end. I then determined how big I actually wanted my feature wall to be, and I started to line all of that up using my laser level. And remember, all of these tools are going to be listed for you on my coffee shop in a link, so you can go ahead and purchase them for yourself if you don't already have them. This is my torpedo level, and I love it. I have them in different sizes. They are great. You line up that bubble and it lets you know that you are straight, especially with these walls here in Mexico. This is the wallpaper that I decided to use. It is actually very close to the color of my console. I bought this black border, but I decided I'm gonna use it on a different project, so ignore that. This wallpaper is a peel and stick, so it'll be easy for me to remove, and so yes, it is renter friendly. I was trying to decide whether I wanted to hang it on a chevron or just hang it straight across. I decided to go with straight across because when you start cutting on a diagonal, you end up with a lot of waste. And since I ordered this paper in America, I wasn't sure if I had enough. So I laid it out, and then I found the line that I wanted to cut it on. On the back, there are lines, so you can just follow that, so you cannot mess this up. All right, it's like time. Okay, so I got the laser level out again because I needed to measure my line going across horizontally. I had my line going vertically already, and of course I always use my torpedo level on top of everything else. Then I have this kit, and remember, this kit and everything else is going to be listed for you on my Ko-fi account, so you know what you need to purchase for this. I always have these things, but I couldn't find them, so anyway, I ordered new ones. I went ahead and put the peel and stick on the wall. Once you get it lined up really good, you're good to go. Take your time. Go slowly. If you have bumpy walls like I do, and I don't mean like popcorn, but just it's a little uneven, you want to be careful with the scraping because I ended up putting a tiny little hole in the wallpaper. So be careful with that, okay? And just take your time, go ahead and get it on. I did mine peeling it from the bottom. I actually used a piece of tape, just painter's tape. Don't go crazy because you might ruin your wallpaper. So I took a little piece of painter's tape and put it on the other end to act as my anchor. And then I went ahead and started putting up the second level. I was peeling from the bottom because it was a lot easier to go that way as opposed to from the top. That way I could go ahead and line things up, and you can see the lines were matched up perfectly right there, okay? When it comes to the outlets, a lot of people will tell you to measure. I am an artist, so I tend to eyeball things and I get it pretty close. All right, step one, done. Lord have mercy. All right, back to the video. Okay, so this stuff is peel and stick molding. It doesn't look like it from the picture, but it's very heavy. It's some sort of polymer. It's not the foamy kind. It does have a vinyl coating on the outside. I got the high gloss black, but inside it's pretty durable. So this you'll also be able to stick up on the wall and use as a molding as opposed to having to nail something in and damage the wall. I again put it up against my wallpaper, and then I was able to use my level to make sure that everything was going to be lined up. If you don't use a level, it's going to be warped, trust me. I then went ahead and eyeballed my miters because I could not find my mitering scissors. But anyway, it came out great. I actually love it. All right, guys, step 2 is done, but now I need you to hit that subscribe button. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this high-tech lighting. All right, so I had these lights. I'd used them in my office in my tiny home, and I figured I'd reuse them, but they weren't as sticky anymore. So I went ahead and used some duct tape to just kind of make sure that it wasn't going to fall off after it was installed. As you can see, it was working fine, but I'm going to let tomorrow LaShawn explain. All right, so I'm a little bit irritated only because I spent so much time last night putting the lights around the TV, got everything set up, got the TV back up here, and it's gonna be hung up on the wall today. I have somebody coming by to help me do that. But get the lights on, and then the cord wouldn't reach. So I put an extension cord on that was a little bit too heavy, and it started to pull at the light, and then now the light won't fix unless I'm pressing on it. It's so temperamental, and I don't want to get this thing way up on the wall and then have it not work properly. So I have to take down all the tape that I put to, you know, get the light attached to the television on the back, and then I have to redo it all. So I'm about to do all of that right now. It's just a little bit tedious, and I kind of want to just let you guys know that every time I do something, it's not always like perfect right off the start. Sometimes I have fails, and the fail wasn't, you know, what I did. It was just that the extension cord started pulling at the wires, and the lights are so small, and it just pulled it to the point where it doesn't want to work properly unless something is pressing on it. So that's my fail. And I'm just gonna have to do this all over again. Luckily, I have a whole nother set of lights, so hopefully I don't have any problems, but I need to get it done before my handyman gets here to hang up the TV. All right, guys, so here's the second set of lights. Nothing too fancy, but hey, it's trending, right? So you see this everywhere. You can go ahead and apply it to the back of your TV or wherever you want. Just don't be obnoxious with it. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I went ahead and put the new set around, added some duct tape on it. My handyman showed up with help because I don't think he thought that I was going to be enough help. Anyway, typical of a man, but they did a great job hanging it up. And as you can see, there they go using my torpedo level because they didn't have one. However, it looks amazing. Let's take a look. One of the things that I like about the colored lighting is that if you haven't noticed, a lot of people are actually gravitating towards more color. A lot of people are embracing color in their spaces. We are moving a little bit away from the subdued kind of, some people will say boring, neutral colors, even though I do like that. I always incorporate a little pop of color into my spaces. Even though I am a neutral girl, I love like greens and blues. It brings a different type of energy into your space. So if you have a space or a room where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go crazy in here, go crazy. A lot of people tend to do that in a powder room where they'll go really bold or really dark, moody, and then the rest of the house, they kind of just keep it kind of, you know, neutral. And then you have those people who are just like, nope, give me every color under the sun and I'm just gonna wear it and I'm gonna wear it well. So I guess for me, I'm kind of bi when it comes to selecting colors for my homes. And for those of you who saw like my hot pink fuchsia headboard in one of my other videos and commented about it, I know you guys loved it. But that's not my bedroom, that's actually the guest room. My bedroom is going to be that subdued, neutral, but I have a lot of texture. I'm a tactile kind of person. So there's a lot of textures and movement that's gonna be happening in my bedroom. But the guest room is going to be a lot of fun. Actually a nod to Brooklyn with some pops of color and some graffiti and all of that. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So if you don't wanna miss that and you are not subscribed to this channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out when we do the full reveal of the whole house. Like, we have so many rooms to do. I moved from a tiny house into a 3-bedroom home. So I have a lot of walls and floors to fill. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that, okay? That's my little spiel. Do what you love and you're gonna be happy. You know, even if somebody says, well, you know, this is out of style or this is coming in or whatever, do you. Don't follow these trends because number one, the landfills, like I always say, are too full. So we need to hold on to things. We need to recycle things. So if you have something and the color is no longer in, paint it, okay? Or give it away to somebody who can use it and then get something different. But anyway, I like to make fun of trends in a way because I just think it's kind of silly. You like my little New Year's Eve get up? Okay. I would show you the back, but YouTube would then ban my video. I'll take a picture and I'll put it on my Coffee account. So for those of you who want to see the back of this outfit, go ahead and join me on Coffee. FYI, guys, Coffee is not an app. It's a whole goddamn site for artists like me. So go ahead and add me in your phone as a contact, and then go ahead and add my link or my QR code right here. Okay, now let's have one more look at my TV feature wall. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little sneak peek into my living room area. It is still not done, but I wanted you to see the project that I did for my TV feature wall, okay? And my high-tech lighting. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Remember to like and subscribe, and please, please have a wonderful, wonderful new year. I love you. Bye! Oh, hey there. Can you check out this video right here? It'll help the channel. Happy New Year!